everyone. As we all are going through a never-seen difficult phase in life, this time when we aspire to learn more from each other, that how can we overcome our challenges and how soon the normalcy will come back. So today, let's hear from Mr. Mukesh Kumar, who's the CEO of Infinity Malls. Hello, Mr. Mukesh. Very good evening.
Hi, good evening. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you. He's a retail and hospitality professional for almost 3 decades. He started his career in retail in 2011 with the launch of Infinity Mall, Malad, Mumbai. As head of division, he is responsible for handling the entire operations, leasing and marketing for both malls of K. Raheja Realty Group, one in Andheri and another one in Malad. So Mr. Mukesh, what is the roadmap of retail story and malls in coming months of 2020 and going forward in 2021?
Good question. We are struggling as of now. As you know that most of malls close almost 6 months, and slowly we're trying to come to terms. And what has happened, at least in Maharashtra, when the retail's all out till 4th of October, I think we just got notification that other categories like F&B will start from 5th of October. So it's difficult time. As a mall is not complete unless you have all the categories in place. That includes your retail, your F&B, your FEC, your cinema. So I think it's a little struggle. But having said that, I think it was something which was seen earlier as well. I think we anticipated it's going to happen as, this particular thing, what has happened, pandemic that has happened, it's taken its toll, and retail is no exception to it. But as I said, the customers, the retailer, the mall developer, they have all come to terms. They have understood it's a very difficult phase. You have to somehow pass through this, survive this, and still take it on from there. So as far as the current situation is concerned, I think slowly it's getting back to its feet. Some of the malls started in the month of June, some started in July, some started in August, we started in September. I think by the time all the current categories will come into being, I think maybe by end of October. So once everything in place, I think we'll start picking up the footfalls. Some of the malls started showing good results. The sales have gone up to almost 50-60%. And I think I think what is good thing is that people are seeing that there's a growth every month. We started at 15% footfall in some of the cities. We grew to 20%, 25%. I think some of the malls are hovering around 35 to 40%. But sales are pretty good. It's almost 60%. A lot of malls, they've been saying they've almost reached 70% also. May not be in all the categories, but overall mall trading is up to 70% compared to last year for the same month. Not the malls which have just started, but malls started operating in the month of June. But with festive season coming in October, November, December is very, very crucial for all of us, retailers, malls, everybody. We're hoping that things will improve further. I think should be able to come back to 70-80% in these 2-3 months' time.
Sure. So you're hoping that in the festive season, the footfall will come back?
I won't really say the entire footfall, but in terms of sales are concerned, I think you reach up to 70-80%. Footfall may still be a little longer because people are still working from home. A lot of people, there's not celebrations happening. So I don't think we'll get the entire footfall, but we'll get only serious buyers. So I think sales may reach around 80, maybe even 90%. We are hoping it may reach up to 90%. In some of in the month of December, may not be November, in the month of December, may reach up to 80-90%.
Absolutely, because the festive season will start now and the wedding season will start. So the footfall is definitely going to get better. Sure. So how about tier 2, tier 3 cities as compared to metro locations?
What we noticed earlier when the malls had started, the tier 2, tier cities are doing very well compared to the metros because the fear was not much in tier 2, tier 3 cities. But unfortunately, what happened in the month of August, September, these cases started going up, started reaching almost everywhere in the country, where it is tier 2 city, tier 3 city, tier 4 city also. So fear developed in those cities as well. There was a dip earlier, but again, it started showing the growth as of now. So I think the story is very different in the initial part of the pandemic, but slowly started dipping down, but again, it's coming back to the normal growth. So I'm hoping that they also match with the metro very, very soon.
Okay, sure. So do you have any kind of a tailor-made strategy to address these markets specifically?
It's very difficult really you don't know how to react to it. We can only make sure that the people coming to the mall, they are safe, and we give them kind of safety, the feeling of being safe when they visit the mall. Make sure that all the categories that They are open, whether it is cinema, the F&B. And once you come to the mall, I said, make sure that you're able to convert them into sales. I don't think it'll
Right.
be too much of we can't really change strategy for in 6 months time. It's very, very difficult to do that. We have to make sure that we reach out to maximum number of people because there's not too much of print media happening. Even if you give an ad in newspaper, it's not going to reach people. So marketing is changed completely now. We are mostly is going to be being very focused marketing. We're reaching out to the loyal customers. Mostly social media is being used, not too much print media. We can't put too much money in a TVC also. So basically looking at very focused marketing, reaching out to a loyalty customer. We're also requesting all the retailers to reach out to their loyal customer base. That's the only way we're going to reach out to people because see, if people are going to just travel to mall for doing nothing. I mean, unless there's a specific
Sure.
need. We are creating all this thing through different kind of media.
Sure. So, as the pandemic really accelerated the shift to e-commerce, so how do the standard brick and mortar players and malls together are planning to tackle this?
I don't think there's too much of threat from e-commerce. Initially, there was a thought that they'll pick up a lot of business, but I don't see that's really happening. The growth is definitely there for e-commerce, but I think they may grow from single digit to double digit. But as far as the malls are concerned, bricks and mortar are concerned, I think I don't think they really have much of a problem. What will happen that people start shopping both the medium, whether it is offline and online both. Some of the categories may have larger shift towards e-commerce, but overall I don't really see too much of a problem. I don't think e-commerce can replace or bricks and mortar at all. That will never happen.
Oh, okay, sure. That's really interesting to know. So how about technology fitting? Because, all the mall guys are implementing some kind of a technology, in the mall. So how Infinity has played a role in it?
I think more than the mall, the retailers are playing in that, focusing more on the technology more than the mall. What we only try to maintain all the protocols in terms of ensuring that we have capping number of people coming to the mall. We have those footfall counting machine, keeping a live track on all the people coming there, so you're able to cap it. We are focusing a lot of loyalty, so you're able to find that if people are coming to the mall, they come again and again, what kind of shopping they're doing, what category they shop, and we reach out to those people as per their need, as per their requirement. These are the basic things what we have been doing. I don't think, as I said, the mall, they don't get much of the loyalty. We had started omni-channel, but I think omni-channel didn't really work very much because customers have a choice. Rather than coming to the mall app, they'll rather go to a third-party e-commerce site because they have more variety there. Yes, we do have all this the customer can log into this store, look at the inventory and block it. But I don't think we're seeing too much of success even where it is now, where it was earlier. But I think we're focusing more on making sure that, we have a number of people come to the mall, they're cab, they are safe, we're able to track their movement. We are focusing on all these things. Not too much getting into sales. Understand the customer behavior with the sales pattern what they have that we get able to get from the stores. What the consumer behavior you get to know, but not too much directly into sales. That we left into retailers to handle that piece.
Okay. So would you also like to highlight on the SOPs, any specialized SOPs, you've gone ahead other than the normal ones, which are by the government?
I think we're basically focusing where it is talking about making sure when the people come to the mall, the temperatures are being checked, and maintain the social distancing. You have contactless services, contactless payment. When you come to the food court, you place order digital. You don't really have to look at touch the menu card. These are things what you're doing. This basically protocol developed by the government. You're just taking a step further, making sure it's all being implemented and it's all being monitored very well. It's being audited very well. Even in terms of number of people, as I said, there is a cap on number of people coming to the mall, number of people going to a particular store as per the size of the store. Like we have this, every 75 square feet, you can only have only one person. So we monitor that number of people coming to the mall or visiting to a particular store. So the technology is really being used in these kind of areas.
Sure. And have you redesigned any part of the mall, like food court, that attracts volume? And how about the brand mix, if you have made any kind of a change during this pandemic?
Not really as of now because it's a little too early. 6 months, you can't really change the strategy of a mall. Of course, it's a long term, but you understood that some of the categories are going to struggle. even after pandemic. We may like to replace them slowly, but I don't think it's going to be full scale strategy changes, because all these categories what you're talking about, they have to be part of the mall offerings. We just can't take out a particular category. It's not going to help. I know that food court has taken much longer to open up. FEC is going to take much longer to open up, or the cinemas, but they're all integral part of the mall. You can't possibly replace them. We have seen that the formals are not doing very well, ethnic wear is not doing very well, but it's all matter of time. So there's not too much celebrations happening. So people don't want to buy anything which is more fancy or more expensive or more celebrity wear. They're not buying it, but I know it's just a matter of time. It's going to pick up sooner or later. So you can't possibly change them and looking at have a knee-jerk reaction. So we will not have this kind of category in the mall. It will not work. Maybe a matter of 3-4 months time, things will all change. Even people are suggesting that you maybe have to look at reducing the F&B, but again, I don't think that's really necessary. It's going to bounce back. It may take, if not 3 months, maybe 6 months. Things will fall in place, and people, the behaviors don't change like this. Something which everybody has gone through. I think we'll get over this. We'll come back to a normal routine thing. So I don't think we're looking at much of strategy changes as of now.
Yeah, that's really interesting to know. So how are you leveraging consumer data to improve their shopping experience?
The data gives the information, what is the consumer behavior pattern, what they are buying, what they are not buying, and how do we, so whatever data we have, we try to push the relevant information to the customer through our app, through our website. We let them know that that's what we have to offer. These are the stores which are giving this offer to you. So give them data what is required, which helps them in their shopping. Whether they're looking for a particular pattern, looking for a particular size, looking for a particular fashion design. So we give the information to them through our app or through our website. So this way we're going to use all data what we have currently. And I think most of these data are generally used by the retailers because they have more insight about the customer behavior than what we have. Because we are collecting data only from them. We don't really get too much involved in because we don't sell anything, we only facilitate it. But what are data we are trying to put this on our website and our social media so people to know that's what mall as a whole has to offer through different retailers.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mukesh. Really appreciate your time in sharing your thoughts with the entire retail and real estate community. Please stay connected. Read Exhibitions will be back with much more insights. Bye and stay safe.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.